obviously an awesome coach, and he's a legend for a reason. He's been there, he's done that. Olympics, championships in Australia, championships in China. Like I said, he's a legend in Australia. So uh, anyway, yeah, it's tough against him. His teams are really, really disciplined. More disciplined than we're used to playing against. It's really hard to penetrate their defense. He makes real good adjustments when we change matchups. He'll change offenses. We're learning more and more about him as we play them because we're seeing more and more of him in tape. It's not like playing against Norman Black or Yang Yao or Chuck Reyes, who I've been coaching against forever. We kind of can guess each other what we're going to do. This is a little different in that we're still trying to figure out who exactly they are, and he brought a couple of guys off the bench that we didn't really know about last game that hurt us, and we weren't prepared for them. And so, like I said, we're going to have to grow in our game plan as we go forward.
And talking about growing, Coach, in Game 1, you shut them down. But talking about Barangay Ginebra, you shut the Bay Area Dragons down in Game 1. What did you see in that Game 2 moving forward, especially now that you're playing Game 3 tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I don't want to disclose too much
Right, Coach.
what we're going to do tomorrow or the adjustments we're going to do tomorrow. I wouldn't put it past Coach Brian to be watching this right now. I'm sure if he heard about it, he'd be watching it. Yeah, he doesn't miss a trick. That's really obvious about him. He does not miss a trick. There hasn't been anything that we've done that surprises him more than one time. And then after one time, he's figured it out, and he's making an adjustment and going on to something else. We're learning a lot. Basically, we came in with pretty much the same game plan as that we did in the eliminations when we beat them in the eliminations. We didn't really change too much. I thought maybe they felt that was kind of a fluke, and we weren't going to be able to do the same thing to them, and we did in that Game 1. And then they came out with a host of adjustments. They changed defense up. They changed their offense up a little bit. They recognized our defense on Nicholson. They really took advantage of the fact that we were so focused on Nicholson that they were able to free up Zoo. So, these are the things we're going to have to try to figure out as we go along. How much time we're going to spend on Nicholson, what are we going to give him, and how much time do we have to get on Blankley, who was 7 for 10 in the last game, like 2 for 14 in the first game. Where's the balance that we're going to have to find? And like I said, this is a new team. We don't know where all the adjustments are coming from or what they're going to do. So it's certainly one of a kind series for us, and very, very interesting.
Talk about this being a one-of-a-kind series, Coach. I think in very many ways it feels like a home game for you guys, given the support that you've been getting. And of course, it's incredible. But then you take a look at how the fans have come out to support Barangay Ginebra, and Coach Brian saying that he's never seen anything like this in his entire career. What does that say about the fans, in your opinion?
Well, first of all, let me say we felt like the visitors last year. We only got 5 free throws in the game, actually 4, because one of them was a technical foul free throw. We only had 4 free throws in the game, and they had 21. So, I thought Coach Brian did a really good job of talking up the first game and the way the call was being made, and it kind of flipped on us in Game 2. But in terms of the fans, I mean, it was amazing in Game 2. I just so sorry we didn't really get that one big Ginebra NSD run going at any point of the game. They did a great job of snuffing our runs, and so we really didn't get the crowd into a frenzy. And we really want to do that, and certainly want to do that in Game 3.
And Coach Tim, after Game 2, you mentioned post-game that you said that you can't just show up and win against a team like Bay Area. For the fans that are watching, what does that really mean, and what does that say about a team like Bay Area?
Well, we say that a lot in our team, meaning that if you just you want to go out and play park basketball or pick up basketball or just go out there and do one-on-one, just play the game, just show up and play. without a disciplined game plan, without
Right.
following a disciplined game plan, without focusing on execution, both offensively and defensively, working on your schemes. If you're not going to do all that stuff, you're not going to beat a team like Bay Area, because they're just too disciplined. They're going to figure you out, and they're going to out-discipline you. So it's really on us to really come in and focus on the things that we do, the little details, the stuff like that. We've got to get it done, and if we don't get it done, we're not going to beat this team. So that's something we're really, really pushing hard on the players to understand, that we just can't show up and play. We got to come in with a firm grasp of what we want to do and make sure we're doing that to the letter from minute 1 to minute 48.
Coach, how has the extended break helped? Because normally you only have a couple of days of rest, but then because of the holidays, a bit more. Is that a positive for you or a bit of a negative? What's your take on that?
I've been asked that quite a bit, and I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Everybody talks about the fact that we're a deep team and, we have depth. And so, having a 7-game series get over quickly and, forcing them to go a little deeper in their bench might be beneficial for us. So therefore, the long break might be beneficial to them. But I think it's all about how you use the break. And, we use it the best we could, try to find a balance of understanding this is there is some family time here during Christmas and New Year's, and you've got to give the players that opportunity. But on the other hand, when you come to practice, you get to practice, then you got to lock in and focus there. We try to find that balance. We won't know until tomorrow whether we found that balance well. I'm sure Coach Brian Gorgon is trying to find that same balance on the other side. The only other difference is that it's a question in a hotel. They're all together. There's no family around them to distract. So they can really narrow their focus and keep going forward. We come home to our families, and that can be a distraction. But our guys have been in the finals before, a number of them, and they know how to lock in. And so I'm not too worried about, especially the vets on our team. They're gonna be okay.